Top of morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to What If Deku Was the Monster of Destruction? Here, and this is supposed to be Zuko with like his power of zero and infinity powers. And he's immortal, so yeah. So then let's begin without wasting any time. And I'm also adding Zoomy, so stay tuned. So basically, Zuko and Zumi were born. And then at age of 4, they went to a quirk doctor. And the quirk doctor looks at Zumi first and tells her that she has a quirk. Fire manipulation. Then she giggles as she's having like, yeah. Her parents or their parents are happy for their daughter. But then when the quirk doctor looks at Zuko, tells him that he's quirkless. As everybody's like, okay. And so then they keep him around. But they don't spend time with him. Unless his friends doesn't not care about him. Until one day, he discovers that he could use his powers. Like, he was walking around the forest. And, yeah. So he was walking around the forest alone. And a giant-sized bear just came out of nowhere, ready to pounce on him, kills him. So the bear charges at him. As Zuko covers his eyes, but then a black, like, thing came off his elbows, grabs the bear, tore him to shreds, and blood's gushing everywhere. Then when Zuko like uncovers his eyes, he saw what he just done. As he looks at his arms, and he had like these weird tendrils all over his body. Like, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. But then he walks around. He found a cave. Not a villain's base or anything like that. It's just he went down. He saw the swirling, like something, like infinity, as it knew who he was, as it spoke. Hello, Zuko Midoriya. Well, so then the power fused into his body. Yeah. So then his body starts to, as his body transformed, and as it was painful, as he's became this buff guy. So then so he goes to Quarkless school, and so he goes and like, yeah, he beats around the villains. Nolan so fast that even, yeah. So he goes to like, so time skip to All Might versus All for One. So because Zuko wasn't, or he was there at a sports festival, but he was just the audience. Then him plus, when he got home, all of them did not care about him, so they don't even hang around with him. So he cooks himself for food and all the laundry. Then he kind of feels like he's the outsider that broke into someone's house. So he decided to just leave. He tried to go. Yeah. But then he was so proud of himself. So he goes home, or he goes to live on a road. So then the All for One, hun. So now it's back to All for One, or this is All Might thing. So All for One, in this alternate timeline, has a laser that only destroys the quirked users. Like if if it was worked on a quirkless user, like no quirks, it does nothing to them. So, yeah. So All for One it says, any last words, All Might? As All Might says, yeah, go beyond Ultra. And yeah. So then the All for One shoots a laser. Zuko, who pops out of nowhere, and he literally, so this one, Zuko was like, let's suck it up, Buttercup. As they see a purple aura, or purple thing, coming from Zuko's, one of his many arms. it's a school night. As the group says proudly. You don't want to hurt anyone, as everyone is surprised, and All for One knew that the kid with the powers of infinity and zero, and you don't have a limit to your powers. Am I right, Zuku Midoriya or Zuku? Hmm. So, alright. So Zuku was like, yeah, but you're gonna die. And I went through a lot, so let's hurry up before I go all bananas on you. Like, go all crazy on you. As Zuku transforms his arms into, like, Bakugo's arms. As Bakugo sees him, like, he sees his arms on him. As he's beating up All for One. Leap. As Frog Girl saw, it's like a combined of the both attacks. So, yeah, both attacks. Now. And Zuko just like. Ready for my ultimate power? As he explosion. Or his power exploded with enough force. This is what Zuko looked like. At his full power, or as he says, you're too weak, All for One, to handle against someone like myself. Now, time for you to die. As Zuko just comes in full sprint and kicks All for One with enough force, like a planet kicked Hex, as it made a giant hole through All for One. And it wasn't fast enough or his regeneration was too slow, and All for One exploded with blood splattering all over. And Zuko turns around. And he says, checkmate. All for One. Now, as he teleports himself right in front of the citizen, picks up debris. Are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna help? As he looks at All Might when he said that. As everyone was terrified. And that this kid is way too overpowered. So, yeah, Zuko, the next day, he went to school. Oh, and yeah. Cool. So Zuko went to a quirkless school. He didn't make any friends, so they all like cheered him up. Or he made a lot of friends, but when they saw his true power, they were like, Zuko, did you have that as quirk? Or no, I was born with it. It means it. They having abilities. Yeah, well, and they said, wait, that's a legendary rare. Huh. Huh. Where some people only born with that power, or of infinity, zero, and what you are, Zuko, you're like, that's why. So then Nezu comes out of nowhere, gives the Zuko a chance to join UA. He says, alright, yeah. So then Sashi comes out of nowhere with Nezu and told him that, man, if we knew that you had this much power, Zuko, if we knew that we had, or if we had the most overpowered character in the world, you would have been kept. Why did we get rid of you? Because I was quirkless. Yeah. But I can use the infinity to make a quirk if you want me to. No. Just keep yourself home. Okay? Yeah. So Zuko ends up at UA, Class 1A, and he made a bunch of friends. Of course, Bakugo was like, was like, hey, Zuko. Or should I say, Infinity Lord. That's your new nickname. Yeah. Um, yeah. So then he gets asked out by Momo and Ochako because in this reality, Todoroki and Bakugo are having in their, should I say, affairs with, where is it? With Zumi. Yeah. But, and the Todoroki looks over and asks Zuko, how does it feel to be born with the powers of infinity and zero? Plus, without a limiter, yeah, it's just, sometimes it's really hard. But the upside is that I'm immortal, so, and I can use them ever I want. But the downside was because I can never die. It will be hard for me to watch rest of ya die out. So then Zuko, who so then, yeah. So Momo Ochako got married to Zuko, and then Bakugo Todoroki got married to Zumi, and yeah, it was just weird. And they had a bunch of kids. Yeah, like for Zuko or for Ochako and Momo had 3 kids, or no, 6 kids each. Yeah, it was. So that's 12 kids. Inko, or no, actually Zumi had like 12 kids in her body. And all of them survived. So then, yeah. Then they all grew up, and yes. I said all growing up, and then yeah. So then Momo became Momo Midoriya. Ochako, Araka, became Ochako Midoriya. Yeah. So then all that stuff happens. Zuko, whom they have a powerhouse. The pro heroes have powerhouse. Zuko, and the crime rate dropped to 0. As everybody's like, man, with this new kid came into existence, there's nothing that he can't even do. Yeah. Oh. So he did a lot. He used his dark arms to just take care of the, 12 kids of his. And then they got older, and yeah. So, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace out, y'all.